This is Lee Canyon, and in the winter they have downhill skiing, and then when summer comes they have a scenic chairlift where you go up all the way up there to see the whole canyon. And then when fall comes around, they have a downhill mountain bike park.
This is Bristol Cone Trail, one of the many hiking trails here at the Spring Mountains. Woo! This is the Mount Charleston Lodge. This is a great place to come and stay for the night. Grab some good food at the restaurant and just chill and maybe go for a hike the next day.
Other recreational activities out here is off-roading.
That's all from the Spring Mountains, BG.
Are you ready for the best Friday ever, Bishop Gorman? Because Bgtv is coming at you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Bishop Gorman. I'm Sophia Effio.
And I'm Melissa Gonzaga.
And this is Bgtv. Today is Friday, September 16th, and it is National Play-Doh Day. Hey, Alyssa, are you in dress code today?
I think I am, but I might need a reminder. Luckily, Devin, Ben, and Kareem can remind us. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to the Uniform Ref Showdown presented by Bgtv. Before we begin, let's meet our head uniform referee.
What's up, BG? Your favorite ref, Ben, back. And guess what? We're going to catch some of you out of uniform.
We see a very promising young prospect here in Jackson Johns, but it looks like Ben has called a penalty for an untucked shirt. Let's hear what Ben has to say.
Remember, keep your shirts tucked in.
Jackson definitely won't be happy with himself for that call. As many of you know, if you are a young man and you decide to wear a polo shirt, it must be tucked in and you must wear a belt. Here's Rocco, another prospect with great potential, but it looks like there's going to be a penalty for rolled shorts. Wow, another great call from our referee, making sure no student gets by with rolled pants or shorts.
Remember, kids, don't roll your pants.
Let's look at the replay. Great reaction there from Ben as Rocco seems somewhat startled by the call, but there's no doubt that that was the right call to make. Like a good student, he did at least listen to the ref as he performs a solid unrolling of his shorts. That's great sportsmanship right there. Now it looks like we have another referee here. The call on the field is that the student ahead does not have an undershirt beneath his quarter zip, but hold on. He does have an undershirt on as the uniform must have been overturned. Let's look at the replay of that dap up too. Sensational. Always, when wearing a quarter zip, make sure you're wearing an undershirt that's either blue, orange, white, or gray. And if you have a club or sports quarter zip, it can only be worn on Fridays. Shout out to our referee Benjamin Vaskoff for his brilliant work. This has been Ben and Devin, and we thank you for tuning in to the Uniform Ref Showdown presented by Bgtv.
Thanks, guys. That really reminded me to be in dress code every day.
This Wednesday, we had our own club fair, and it was a huge success. Make sure to listen to the announcements for when these clubs are meeting.
I'm so glad that the club fair went well, and I'm so excited to join these amazing clubs. That reminds me, Sophia, did you go on the Europe trip?
No, I wish. I'm not even sure how to sign up.
Well, thankfully, Lillian and Grace have the inside scoop. Let's roll the clip.
Hey Gales, we talked to Mr. Lieb and Andrea about this year's Europe trip. Let's check it out.
This year we're taking a trip to France. We're not just going to visit the big city of Paris, but we're also going to go to London at the end of the trip and spend a few days there. It's going to be a pretty fabulous trip. There's a lot of different things that we'll do in Paris, I think, that will expose kids maybe a little differently than they might if they go on a trip with their parents. This trip gives them an opportunity to do a variety of things in a day, and each day is different.
Very good. I would give it an A. So we actually got a lot more free time, and we got to see some churches in the beginning. We got to travel around. The food was amazing, and it was just like a lot of quality time with your friends and meeting a lot of new people. I think that if you have the option and the choice to go on the trip, you should definitely take it because it's once in a lifetime.
If you are thinking about signing up for this amazing trip, go to explorica.com and enter the student tour ID LEAP-9160. Around 40 spots are left, and the deadline to enroll is September 30th. Don't miss your chance to travel the world, BG.
Wow, that looks like so much fun. Megan Wallace attended a panel at the philanthropy leaders at Zappos headquarters last Friday and had a great time. Belle Isla and Megan Wallace have more.
What's up, Gorman? I'm Megan Wallace, and this past week I had the opportunity to attend the Philanthropy Leaders Summit at Zappos headquarters. I was so fortunate to attend, and I learned a lot about the business side of things, and I also learned a lot about nonprofit organizations, and it was really an honor to be there and represent Gorman. One of my friends, Ben McKee, who is the bassist for Imagine Dragons, he was a speaker there, and he talked about his Tyler Robinson Foundation, which is such a beneficial foundation. I recommend you all take a look, donate if you can. But it was just really cool to hear about his story and how he founded his organization from the bottom up. And it was really cool to listen to the insight that he gave for people who are wanting to start a business and, get into the whole philanthropy wing of things. I am so humbled and honored to have been selected to attend the Philanthropy Leader Summit. I want to say a big thank you to Zappos headquarters, Moonshine Village, and Bishop Gorman for the opportunity. #PLS 2022.
That is super impressive. Hey, Sophia, do you know who's also super impressive?
Freshmen.
You got it. Let's find out who our Freshman Pride winners are.
What's up, Gorman? It's Sutton and Shane.
We're going to show you this past month's Freshman Pride winners. Let's take a look.
Avery Aaron, nominated by Mr. White. Zarin Sistrunk, nominated by Mr. White. Daniel Rice, nominated by Coach K. Rosalind Mooney, nominated by Coach K. Colette Archambault, nominated by Coach K. Sawyer Dashalet, nominated by Mrs. Aquino. Connor Gardner, nominated by Mrs. Barron. Anya Thacker, nominated by Mrs. Barron. Shiloh Stephen, nominated by Mrs. Worksman. David Dye, nominated by Mr. Green. Cash Bazin, nominated by Miss DeVento. Hector Miranda, nominated by Miss Trematera. Lily Simmons, nominated by Miss Trematera. Keatron Harris, nominated by Mrs. Worksman, Miss DeVento, and Dean Rivera.
That was really cool. You know what else is really cool? ESPN is coming to our very own football game today. Lucky for you, Kyla and Cece have more information.
What's up, BG? I've got some amazing news for you guys, but first, do you ever wonder how we get these amazing shots at our football games? It's because of your classmates and volunteers, like these guys. And as amazing as they are, I'm sure some of you are wondering what it would be like to have a professional camera crew at one of our games, and you're in luck, because today ESPN is coming to film our game. You heard that right, ESPN.
ESPN's gonna be here next week? When did this happen?
No one told us!
That's right, you two. When our team goes up against Brookwood today, ESPN is going to be there broadcasting the whole thing. But why does it matter so much?
We really like when ESPN is here because we usually get a big crowd, national exposure. It's fun for the players and the families and the students.
And as amazing as that sounds, we have a major problem. Usually, our G Block is poppin'. But G Block has not been it.
Guess what, BG? When ESPN's here, we can't sit down. That's unacceptable.
So G Block, let's all make a goal for today that we get our G Block filled and pumped up.
Go Bishop Gorman beat Brookwood on ESPN.
Ditto.
Don't forget to come out and support. Now let's pass the ball over to Lokalani Francis for sports.
What's up, BG? Gorman had a lot going on this week, so let's get right into it. Last Friday, the football team had a rematch against Hamilton, Arizona, crushing them with a score of 45-0. Amazing job, guys. The women's golf team just got back from the California Chappie Wheeler Tournament, winning by 41 strokes and a team score of 745. Great job, ladies. Men's soccer had a game against Coronado at Coronado on Monday, but unfortunately lost 5-3. They also had a game against Spring Valley on Wednesday, winning with a score of 8-0. Keep it up, guys. Women's volleyball took a dub against Palo on Tuesday with a score of 3-1. Sutton Stoft interviewed Leigh Toiloa on what it takes to be a Bishop Gorman athlete. Let's take a look.
I'm here with starting outside hitter Leigh Toiloa. Leigh, last season you led the team and state in kills with 491 total. What are some of your goals for this season?
I think some of my goals for this season is not only to beat that record of 491, but also to become a better leader for not only me, but my teammates.
We asked Leigh what the key to being a Bishop Gorman athlete is.
Repetition, every day going back at it, working at what I need to work on, watching film. When watching film, I always look at my mistakes so that the next time I play, I know what to do better.
This is Sutton Stoft reporting for Bgtv.
Wow, thanks so much, Leigh and Sutton. Tonight, football takes on Brookwood, Georgia, and students are free, so be sure to come out and support. Well, that's all I have for you today. Remember, be real, BG.
Thanks, Loki. Remember, Gales, tonight's theme is a blue out, so make sure you pack the stands and go all out. Don't forget to bring your student IDs to get into the game for free.
Speaking of football, Powder Puff signups are now available in Google Classroom if you're interested. Be sure to check it out. Drop off your permission slip to the activities office to register. Also, registration for Kairos and Quest is now open. Visit Campus Ministry for more.
If you're going to Life is Beautiful this weekend or iHeartRadio Music Festival, be sure to stay safe and stay hydrated.
And don't forget to stick around for an important message about homecoming after the show. Well, that's all I have for this week. I'm Melissa Gonzaga.
And I'm Sophia Effio. And this is your BGTV.
So what do you think about homecoming this year?
I'm super excited. There's just always so much that goes into HOCO.
Do you know what the theme is?
No, not a clue. What's happening?
Whoa, that's strange.